Internets! Hello, you lovelies. It is time for another unboxing. It has been a few weeks since I went live and I wanted to come check in with the lot of ya. I also want to give some love to Curtis Mason, who is one of the producers of this channel. He is the beginning of the impetus of all of this being an unboxing situation. And we do have a new producer on the channel, Geekdom Collectibles, so do be sure to check them out. Today, we're going to be doing an unboxing of Displates. I don't know why this hasn't connected yet. Let's see what is going on. It is slowly but surely making its way to being a thing. I think we're connected. Someone tell me in the chat if you can see and or hear me. Hope you guys are doing very well. Today is right before the chaos of Doctor Strange. Everything's about to kick off in a real way, so I'm trying to get as much work for you guys done as I possibly can. I'm going to be doing the junkets as well as the fan events. I'm presenting Doctor Strange at the El Capitan, so if you guys are in Los Angeles, do be sure to check out those bits of goodness. The fan event is at the El Capitan on the 5th at both 3, 7, and 10:30, and I might recommend you guys attend the 3 or the 10:30 if you want to see this guy. Hope you guys are doing good. Once again, all my love to Curtis, all my love to Geekdom Collectibles. Curtis is in the chat. Hope you guys are doing very, very well. Send in any cues if you want me to but let's get down to it. We've had time to get this thing connected. Let's unbox a new Displate. It has been a little bit. I love the last one we got, and this one I committed to a fun one. A lot of these I use as my set. A lot of these I use basically depending on what I'm talking about in my live streams. They're kind of for work. You know, it makes sense to have things that rotate because I talk about all sorts of things. We are also going to talk about that more at the end of the live stream. If you're a patron, I've got a big old Patreon update by the end of the stream. But this one is going in my kitchen, which is more for me, the fun section. This is where I want to just see things that make me happy. So this is a Make Me Happy Displate. Now, I've talked about these every month for the last bunch of months, so you probably know the deal. But in case you don't know what a Displate is, it is a metal piece of art that you adhere a magnet to your wall through an adhesive, and the magnet goes on, no holes, no nothing, and then you get to hang and move around, which is the cool thing for me, so I can rotate my art. You can move these magnets as long as you got that magnet adhesive to your wall. So this is the newest one. We got a Dunkin' Donuts neon Displate. That's right, your boy committed to the power of dunks. So the way these work is adhesive, magnet, stick it to your wall, boom, lives there. They give you this whole setup. And this is my newest horizontal kitchen Displate. I'm going to wake up to this and either going to go buy a coffee from Dunks, or while I make my coffee, I can look at my favorite coffee. So this is my neon Dunkin' Donuts sign. I know a lot of bros in their 20s that bought beer neon. I went the other way. In my 30s, I bought myself a coffee Dunkin' Donuts neon happiness. So now, this is already beautiful, but it's time. It's time to unsheathe, to see it in all of its matte finish glory. The power of neon. The power of Dunkin' goddamn Donuts. My favorite drink at Dunkin' Donuts, by the way, is a Dunkachino, hot or iced, or frozen. I usually go frozen or hot, depending on how hot it is, with 2 shots of espresso. That is the Koi. When I have them sponsor me, that's what we're gonna have. So this is the beautiful new one. This is where happiness happens in my kitchen. We got some Dunkin' Donuts. And then I always try to show you guys at least one more. I've got a little over 20 of these now because I was buying them even before Curtis and I teamed up for this part of the show. So this is one of the older ones I haven't had up in a while, and I feel like these are friends. I feel like they match nicely. This is, of course, How to Train Your Dragon, Toothless and Hiccup, broing out and vibing. And I just feel like this and Dunkin' Donuts, they pair well. They're nice together. So this is the beauty. All right, you lovelies, that is going to do it for the Displate unboxing. Once again, thank you to Curtis Mason, patron saint of producing this very channel, and our newest producer on this channel, Geekdom Collectibles. Do be sure to check them out, and this is the newest one from Curtis. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it so very much. All right, diving into the chat, but first, an announcement. 1, Spidey is here and he's very cute. 2, my Patreon is shifting. Things are changing over my Patreon. The $10 tier, as it stood for the last 2 years, has been basically Jake and I, the Coycast dudes, talking about movies and TV shows and the art we've consumed and kind of going back and forth on that. it's been a blast, but it was on my Patreon. Like, it was on Coy's Patreon, and that didn't seem fair to Jake because we don't know who's supporting me, who's supporting CoyCast, who's supporting Jake and Coy. So we started up a brand new CoyCast Patreon that's just for CoyCast. If you want things over there, that is where you find the CoyCast bros. So if you've been enjoying the podcast that is literally us two dudes talking about art, that is going to be CoyCast Patreon. Just type in CoyCast.com or go to Patreon, type in CoyCast. That's all still there. We're going to do it week to week just like we have been. That isn't changing. It's just moving homes. So I've been like, okay, my Patreon is, $1 and $3 is an enthusiastic thank you for supporting. I appreciate the hell of you guys just wanting to help. $5 gets you in the Discord. The Discord is basically a comic book store where we talk about everything from comics to movies to anything geek to fitness to all that stuff to Discord, and I try to jump in there twice a week, and that's the $5 level. The $15 level is I rate every single comic I read. Now, I have been cutting down on the comics a little bit, like titles. I'm giving them 4 or 5 issues before I bail. I'm not reading everything forever just because of the amount of time, but I do read over 100 comics a month, a substantial amount of books. They're all rated. Whether I like them or not, I rate them. That's where if you want my honest opinion on a thing, you'll get even the stuff I don't like. I talk about the stuff I like everywhere, but if it's something you're curious about and I don't like it, you'll see a letter grade over there. $10 more, $25 every single movie, like it or not. You guys know I don't talk about movies I don't like. If I see something in theaters and I don't like it, you won't hear me talking about it. But if you're a patron, you'll see my rating on it. You can ask me a question about it. I'll respond over there in that tier. Then we've got the watch-along tier, the great Michael McCarcel. We're doing the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. That's $50 a month because basically it's 2 hours of time plus some prep. But I'm trying to dedicate 2 live streams a month to you lovelies. And then up from there is the tier where you guys recommend the art you want to, recommend I watch. So currently for John Getz, today I'm going to be dropping my Season 4 My Hero Academia, the rest of Season 4 of My Hero Academia review. And then on Thursday, I'm dropping my Wu-Tang Clan 1 through 4 of Season 2 for the great Curtis Mason. So I'm watching those right now. And then me and AJ Lancaster are going to be teaming up on stuff throughout time, just like quarterly doing some team ups. So that's that tier. And then finally, the tier we are in now, the producing tier, is you get special thanked for producing my stuff on the podcast here. And that is currently Curtis Mason, Geekdom Collectibles. And Curtis and I do both the show as well as what he recommends. So we're doing Wu-Tang as well as this unboxing. So that is the breakdown there. Those are the tiers I have now. But the update is, what's the $10 tier gonna be if everything's going over to CoyCast? Well, I'm bringing back CoyCubed. A lot of people asked for it. It was a stream I did where basically cubed is the 3 C's. It's comic book, cinema, and curls, because I think the English language is funny that they're all C's, but they don't have any sort of alliterative quality. Comic, cinema, and curls. Basically, I'm gonna be doing what I used to do every Tuesday as a live stream as a podcast. So I'm going to be talking about fitness goals. I'm going to be talking about the things I'm eating and working out. I'm going to be talking about movies that I've seen in theaters, out of theaters, and I'm going to be going into a lot more detail on that page. I'm going to be talking about basically everything comic book. So if you guys want to hear a longer rundown of my favorite comics of the week, if you want to hear a short rundown of the thing I didn't like that week, if you want to hear anything my day-to-day, and basically it'll be like an audio vlog, like an audio blog. I don't even know what that would be, but that would be the podcast, and I'm going to record that week to week like CoyCubed used to be. And if you're of the tier at that $10 tier, you can ask questions either via Twitter, use the hashtag CoyCubed, or you can put it in the comments and I'll get it to the next week. So I'm going to be interacting with you guys as the co-host of CoyCubed, and it's basically going to be the new thing that was the CoyCast pod is now the CoyCubed pod. So I'm just shifting it over. So CoyCubed is back. A lot of people asked about it. It's going to be an audio thing. I'm going to have some kinks to work out because I've never made a podcast myself, but I will be uploading it on probably Tuesdays. There might be a couple weeks where the audio is not as good while I'm getting comfortable, but that is the plan. Let's get into the Q&A portion of this whole shebang. Ishmael Montoya asks, I just saw the Doctor Strange What If episode, and I'm really convinced that they're going to play that out. Your thoughts? Also, Illuminati confirmed. I completely and 100% agree. That is how things are going down. Spidey is trying to join in this conversation and tap his own questions. I completely agree. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I do think we're going to see the storyline continued pretty linearly, pretty directly, which is pretty great. Like, we're going to see that, going forward. I do think we're going to see Zombie Strange as continued from what we've experienced on What If. I think the Rachel McAdams storyline, she's marrying someone else, which is going to be interesting. I think that's going to come into play. I think What If is going to be live action canon. Not that it's not already, but we're going to see the ramifications of that. So I totally think you're right. It's just a matter of time and what that's going to look like. I do think the shows are integral. We're going to see Captain America 4 obviously follow the events of Falcon Winter Soldier. So all of that is to come. But yeah, it's a very intriguing time to see this transfer, to see this, shift over. So yeah, Ishmael, I totally think that is the situation. We also just got a donation via Michael Mack, which I appreciate. I'm not seeing a question or anything here, but I'm checking on Streamlabs to make sure I didn't miss anything, because that would make me feel like a monster. Don't see anything here, so if you had a question, let me know, and I will definitely jump in to answer anything. Oh wait, here we go. Michael Mack, I found you. Hope you're well, Coy. Love the content. Just caught up with Ghost Rider Saga, Cult of Icarus, Alice After the She-Hulk. What are you enjoying right now? Loving the Moon Knight reactions, the rejects. Big love from Scotland. Hey, Scotland. Currently, I'm loving Department of Truth. Currently, I'm loving Saga. Currently, I really like the debut of X-Men Red #1. In fact, you know what? A better answer to the question is, if you go to my TikTok, I'm giving my top 3 to 5 every week, just the top. So I'm not giving my 9 that I do on Patreon. I'm not giving my high and low. I'm literally just giving the must-reads. So if you want to check that out on TikTok, my name's Coy-Jandreau over there, and I'm giving my absolute must-reads. I also just discovered a new book called Rain, written by Joe Hill, the son of Stephen King, and it's a mini-series that's 5 issues. Issue 4 came out last week, and I loved it. So 1 through 5 of Rain is incredible. I haven't read 5 yet, but 1 through 4 of Rain was incredible, and I'm really digging it. So that's what's going over there. I'm glad you're enjoying my reactions. If you guys don't know, Real Rejects, I'm filming it tonight in a few hours. The midnight reaction of Moon Knight. I'm heading to the Real Rejects house, and we're going to be doing that. But love working with those guys. It's been great. I'm making sure I wrap this by 4, because I know we're going to get some Warner Brothers news out of CinemaCon. I'm predicting Batman 2. I'm predicting Batgirl going to theaters. I'm predicting maybe a Hot Wheels update. I think that's all coming. So those are the things that I'm doing the rest of the day. And I'll be dropping at about 4 o'clock-ish, maybe 4:30, my review of My Hero Academia Season 4, the whole rest of the season. So Part 4 of Season 4, closing out Season 4. So I'm almost up to date. All right, let me check on the chat here. Curtis Mason in the chat. Travis Earl in the chat. Ishmael Montoya in the chat. Zach Mendoza hanging out. We got Darth Vadad. Am I going to challenge Benedict Cumberbatch to a goatee off? I will attempt to facial hair bros him, I think. If my team doesn't get upset with me, this might stay, and I might facial hair bros. I know he doesn't have his right now, but it'd be nice. I'd like to. We'll see. But yeah, I'm doing the junket. I'm going to the premiere, and I'm going to be presenting it to the world at the El Capitan, the first show for the public at the El Cap, 3 o'clock in LA. If you're in LA, I'm honored, I'm flattered, I'm so excited that it's coming at you on the 5th. If you guys live here, go to the 3 or the 10:30 shows, and I'll be presenting them. All right. What up, Keys? Welcome to Getting Here in Time. Christian Romero, Coy, find you from Real Rejects. Thank you for being here, Christian. I love welcoming new folk. That makes me so happy, and thank you for loving on my Displate. Do you think Wally West is coming to the new DCEU soon? I think, Keys, that is a good way to solve some problems. I do think we might need to do that. I think Flashpoint might have a different ending than the one they were maybe going to present now that they have time to shoot it. We will see. We got a lot of love between people in the chat, a lot of the OGs, a lot of new folk mingling in here. Might there be a Teen Titans movie down the line? I would almost guarantee it. I would say people are going to see it as reactionary to Young Avengers, but I don't think it is. I think Young Avengers are all but definitive. We've got 4, 5 Young Avengers already in the MCU, so it's only a matter of time, and I do think Teen Titans will be a good DC side of that. I don't think it's going to be reactionary, but I do think they're both teams that people are going to be like, oh, well, they did this and this. We'll see. Yeah, the Elon Musk thing, I was vaguely vocal about yesterday, and I had to deal with a lot of crap. CoyCubed is making a return, Michael McCarsell. Also, welcome Michael McCarsell to the chat. Patron Saint of Watch-Alongs, Cubed is back. It's going to be audio, but it is back, and I'm very excited to share it with you lovelies. Death of Doctor Strange, based on your mention, I think in a Real Reject video, very good so far. Hell yeah, Jonathan B, that makes me so very happy. That warms my heart. I love when people read comics based on my recommendation. I love when people read comics, but especially if it's something I've enjoyed and I'm able to pass that knowledge off. That makes me very happy. Just got Discord, was wondering what your Discord called. I don't know. There's a Coycast Discord that I think if you just go to coycast.com, the Coy-Jandreau Discord is my Patreon $5 tier. So once you become a patron, for $5 you just get sent the link, and then it's all in there. But I think it's just Coy-Jandreau. I'm just not sure because it's a private thing. What up, Ronan Unchained? I hope you're doing good. Changes sound good, Coy. Thank you, Curtis Mason. I was worried that people wouldn't dig it, but I think having one with me and Jake and one with me, that way people that support me and people that support CoyCast, they know where they're going, and also that way Jake gets, to run that one, and that seems fair. Thank you. I'm glad you did. Sorry, serious, buddy. Yeah. I'm sorry. Curtis Mason, I appreciate that. Now that Hawkeye was finished, do you think Black Widow was good to Phase 4 or should have been done in Phase 3? I would have preferred it in Phase 3. It did feel a little like, oh, we didn't have her solo movie. I did enjoy Black Widow a lot more than most. I'm actually going to rewatch Black Widow and Shang-Chi after Doctor Strange 2 before I do my big re-ranking, because I currently have Black Widow fairly high, and a lot of people give me crap about it. I don't mind people giving me crap. I just want to make sure that is how I feel, and it wasn't just, hey, it's the first movie back in theaters. So I'll be checking that out very soon again. Question from Curtis. Do you think the DCEU movie release schedule changes had anything to do with their leading actors and their public drama? I actually don't. A lot of people do, and I think it was not coincidence, but I also think it's a good thing for them to take a little bit breather. I think it had to do with a mix of movies not being finished, even though they got delayed, because I know, special effects houses are a little backed up. I think it had to do with trying to make sure that it was safe to be in the theater and having no risk of it being dropped and then the world shutting down again. I think it had to do with promo tours. I think it had to do with a lot of variables. I also think maybe 5% was them being a little relieved that they've got some time to figure out what they want to do. Let's see. What up, Nash? Will James, reading House of M right now. Great comic. Love the channel from Tennessee. Tennessee is a magical land. Thank you so much, Will James. Great whiskey from out of there. I appreciate you very much. Joseph Ashley's in here, but retracted his statement, whatever it may have been. Ronan asked, will I be seeing you at Star Wars Celebration? My publicist really wants me to go. The first day of it, the day that Obi-Wan drops, so does Stranger Things, so does Top Gun, so does everything. So I don't know if I'll be there that first day, but maybe I'll go that weekend. I can go, I just haven't decided if I will be there yet. Did you hear people saw 15 minutes of Across the Spider-Verse? You saw it? I did not see it. I talked about it based off reports I read. I was here. I wasn't in Vegas. They're playing it soon for they're not going to release it online. They're that's going to come out when the movie comes out. But I know the audience that saw it in Vegas, the only audience that's seen it. I haven't seen it. I don't know if I'll get to see it, but it's over there being its own thing. I hope so. I would like very much to see it. Mr. Flick and Real, how are we doing, Jesse? Boo Yakasha, indeed. Watching the MCU ranking yesterday, and they were starting from the bottom to the top, and the second they had Shang-Chi as their lowest listed. I took the video off. Yeah, it's fair. I think I'm going to do mine post Doctor Strange 2. I'm going to do one per, and I'm going to include Daredevil as a movie, and it's going to probably piss a lot of people off, and I'm going to include the old Spider-Man movies as a movie, and depending on what we heard from that Patrick Stewart trailer, maybe I'll have to include the X-Men. It's going to be crazy. We'll see what happens. They're wrong. Shang-Chi is not their lowest. Do you think actor playing young T'Chaka at the beginning of Black Panther can play Black Panther, Illuminati, and Doctor Strange 2? I assume they're going to go a fun casting if they do use a new Black Panther for just that scene. I'd want Wesley Snipes because that's why Blade exists, is because he was lobbying for Black Panther, and I like that cheekiness. That's what I would probably do. Alma Pal, follow you on IG and YouTube, and I love that you incorporate gains and nerdiness. Thank you. Alma Pal, I appreciate you. The new podcast is going to have a lot about nutrition and fitness and gains. Yeah. I want to be strong like the Hulk and talk nerdy like Bannon. I appreciate you very much. Coycast Discord is free. Coy's Patreon Discord is a tier, but a lot of subject channels within cinema, comics, TV, etc. Thank you, Darth Vader, for narrowing that down for the people. That is true and how it goes. Spidey Cat, you will meet Jesse one day. You will. Coy, I hope you had a great week. Absolutely love your content. Thank you, SXMLS. It has been a long week of people getting mad at my content, so I appreciate that very much. Your kindness means the world. My brother sent me the Vision, the complete collection. What are your thoughts? Vision is one of the best Tom King books, and Tom King is one of the best writers in the game, so I highly recommend that book. If you don't know it, I highly recommend getting on that Vision book. Good choice, XMLS. Any good Thor comic recommendations? Reading God Butcher right now and absolutely love it. I actually recommend God Butcher, God Bomb, The Mighty Thor, and a few others. Again, if you guys want comic recs, I'm trying to do every movie as well as so if a movie comes out, I'm trying to get my top 5 arcs. And then week to week, I'm trying to get my top 3 or 4 comics. So there's a lot of comic book content coming to my TikTok. So that's what I'd recommend. Also on this channel, I'm trying to drop some too. But I'd say God Bomb, God Butcher, Mighty Thor, and maybe Unworthy Thor as well. But check out that TikTok and I spell it out. Do you think Thor will get the Odin Force in Love and Thunder? I think he might because Taika would enjoy playing with that chaos, so I think it's possible. I heard that Obi-Wan might be getting a second trailer tomorrow. That wouldn't surprise me with it around the corner with Star Wars Celebration. Yeah, dude, Michael McCarcel, who did have Shang-Chi last? I don't mind you shit talking. Spread the gospel of someone being stupid. All right, we also got another one from Michael Mack before we wrap this out so I can film that My Hero Academia Season 4 review. But before we do, Michael Mack asks, do you think we'll see Clea in Strange Multiverse of Madness? I'm also fairly new to comics still and really enjoying The Knight. Ooh, what other Zdarsky stuff would you recommend? Okay, first of all, The Knight is incredible. Zdarsky is another of my top tier writers. Like, King and Zdarsky are in my top 5. His Spider-Man is insanely good. It's a spectacular Spider-Man run, I believe. Maybe it's from the neighborhood. Either way, look up Zdarsky's Spider-Man. He's also got a run that was Spider-Man life story that took place chronologically as time actually passed. So the 60s, the 70s, and Spidey actually aged. That's really good. Zdarsky also illustrated a comic I love written by Matt Fraction called Sex Criminals. If you're of age and also enjoy weird, wonky sex hijinks, I recommend Sex Criminals. Zdarsky's Daredevil is amongst the best Daredevil runs of all time. It's very long. They're at like issue 40-something, but it's amongst the best ever. So jump on the first arc of his Daredevil and just enjoy the ride. Zdarsky's Daredevil is top tier. I cannot overstate how good it is. I recommend all of those, Mr. Michael Mack. All right, in the chat we got people. People got mad at me, Curtis, for basically like stating my mind about what's going on with an emerald miner billionaire running a speech platform that is, there are actions and consequences, and that's different than free speech. And I also think that the person that bought it is, he doesn't walk the walk when he talks the talk. Like, he's done a lot of things that curb free speech. So it's not as cut and dry as people are making it out to be, and I don't think it's necessarily a good thing. So I got a lot of guff for just giving my opinion, and I tried to do it politely and not insult people. At one point I felt bad because I laughed, and that was rude of me, and I deleted it. But yeah, it was a long day. It was a long day. Let's see. I would love some comic movie stuff. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's what the new podcast is gonna be. Is those recommendations. And my TikTok is gonna be that much smaller. Like the podcast is gonna be like the TikTok times 10 every week. So I'm trying to make sure there's value there. Any tinfoil hat theories or cameos for Doctor Strange before it comes out? A different Wolverine, one we're not keeping. A different Reed Richards, one we're not keeping. Biggest tinfoil hat theory. I think the Charles Xavier that we get, Patrick Stewart, is X-Men animated series Charles Xavier. Biggest tinfoil hat theory. I've been liking Moon Knight. Hell yeah, Lewis Cox, I'm glad to hear it. Do you think Gargoyle voice actor Keith David will voice Beta Ray Bill? I think he'd be incredible. I'm a big Keith David fan from all of his work, and he'd be very good at Beta Ray Bill, and I know he wants to. Hey, Coy, happy Tuesday to you. Thank you, Ganon136. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Breaking news, Justin Lin to step down from Fast 10 directing. Will still be a producer. Oh, that is dark news, Zach Mendoza. That makes me so happy. Man. I mean, not happy. Sorry, I just read another line and no, Justin Lin, I love Justin Lin. That's such a bummer. I wonder if it was creative differences. Fuck. Thank you for telling me. You guys are getting my real-time reaction. I love Justin Lin. That is a bummer. He's so the guy. Let's see. Yeah. Opinion matter when you speak your mind, right? Will James, bro, state your opinion. Don't worry about those rules. I shouldn't, but the problem is I need a social media following to do my job. So it's hard when I have to balance my honesty and the opinions of people. Because I hemorrhage followers when I say my real opinions, and it's hard. But I have to. There is a line where it's I need to be a person, not just an at Coy-Jandreau. It's hard, but I'm trying to balance the two. I really miss comic book shopping. Any chance we'll be bringing that series or something similar down the road? Hope so. Stay tuned. Let's see. I was nervous about my research history. Would you when I bought you Sex Criminals? I appreciate that very much. I love it dearly, and I do not think you're on any lists. You might be, but it's been long enough now. Probably not. Curtis hooked me up, and I got all them beautiful, beautiful, big, hard Sex Criminals. They're hard copy, hardcovers. They are stunning. Thanks, Curtis Mason. Let's see. Thank you, Merle Jack. I try. I'm scared for Twitter because of Elon Musk not saying that Twitter was not toxic before Elon. Yeah, it's been toxic. I'm definitely worried. Tanner Manning, I'd laugh if Liam Neeson was Beta Ray Bill. I'd be into it, man. Beta Ray Bill is a special set of skills. We will support you, bro. I appreciate you, Will James. And Spidey Cat does want that backspace button. Okay, I think I got everybody in this chat. Much love to each and every one of you. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. So, big updates are Patreon $10 tier is going to be the audio CoyCubed. I'm going back to the old show we did in the pandemic. I'm bringing back comics, cinema, curls, talking about all of those. It's probably not going to be right at the beginning of May, but like early into May, we're going to get that sorted out because I got to make sure the audio is good. I've been working on that, but that is coming. Very, very excited about it. Update number 2. Bitchin' new art brought to you by patron saint producing this channel, Curtis Mason. Update number 3, new producer level patron on this channel, the great Geekdom Collectibles. Check out their Geekdom Collectibles. They're awesome people and I appreciate them very much. And last but not least, the big update of, if you're in LA, attend the fan event at the El Capitan, 3 p.m., 10:30 p.m., Doctor Strange, May 5th, with your boy. Very excited about it. I will definitely meet you one day, Merle Jack, and I will definitely meet you one day. Guys, go to Comic Cons. I'm gonna go to a lot of cons. I'm gonna try to be out there, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed this live stream. Michael Mack, thank you very, very much for the Streamlabs. Alma Powell, thank you very, very much for the super chat. Ishmael Montoya, thank you for the super chat. I miss doing live streams with you lovelies. I'm gonna be back next month for another Displate unboxing, and I will see you all very, very soon. And to the people that ran into me at the Yellow Wolf concert and said hi, I appreciate you. To the people that I've been seeing at events and stuff, I'm so happy to see you. It is very cool to run into folks. Oh shit, we got Jesus Gastelum, one of the OGs of the channel. Cole, I missed you, man. Hope's all's well. Trying to get back into comics. Hopefully get back next week. Get after it, Jesus. Jesus is a Wednesday warrior that goes to the comic store physically, and I've remembered a few times he's like fallen off and jumped back on. I'm always very proud of him for getting back on the horse. Fall off the horse, you get back on. Why do we fall, Master Bruce? To get back up, to get back on the comic book horse. I'm mixing metaphors, but it's okay. All right, much love to the lot of you. I will talk to you all soon. Much appreciated. We are 230 some subscribers from this channel being at 15,000. 15 is my lucky number. I might do a little like watch along party. We might do something for 15K because it's a number that means a lot to me. Probably 15, 25, 50, 75, and 100. So we're almost at 15K here at Coy-Jandreau YouTube, and that's my number. This is Spidey Cat. You guys are amazing. Thank you very, very much. Jesus, Gastelum, and all the patrons, and anyone that just watches this channel. You guys mean the world to me. All right, much, much love. I'll see you soon. Spidey says bye. That's how he's waving. He's waving to you. Oh, there he is. There he is. All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon. Check out My Hero Academia Season 4 review, dropping in like 40 minutes. Check out Thursday, Wu-Tang Season 2, Part 1, dropping on Thursday. Just check out stuff I'm doing. I'm hustling. I'll see you guys soon.